I can play the piano with my hands, and I like that. What can you do with your hands? Can you paint? Can you play with Play-Doh? I'm sure you can think of many different things that you can do with your hands. And that's exactly what we're going to read about today in our story called Here Are My Hands. Read it with me. Here are my hands. One more time. Here are my hands. And this is by Bill Martin Jr. and John Ashenbalt. They're the authors. And it's illustrated by Ted Rand. Okay, now illustrated means that he did the drawing. So Ted Rand, the illustrator, did the drawings in the story. And Bill Martin Jr. and John Ashenbalt did the words. They wrote the words. Okay, now let's look here on pages 2 and 3. Now, good readers note important details when reading a story. Okay, now I'm going to take a look at the details on page 2 through 5. Now, when you look at details in a story without reading the words, it's called doing a picture walk. Alright, and that's what a lot of really good readers do. Okay, so here on these first 2 pages, it kind of looks like up here is a ball, and it looks like it's coming down, and there's his hands, and maybe he's going to catch the ball. I'm not sure. Alright, so maybe that. And here, let's see, 4 and 5. And the ball, maybe the words must be about feet in this one, because he's holding his foot up to his face. And maybe he's smelling his feet. I don't know, but he looks pretty happy because he's smiling. All right, so maybe this story is going to be about more than just hands. I don't know. We're just going to have to listen and find out. Okay, so let me go back to the beginning here, and we actually are going to listen to it from a different person. Okay?
When you hear this sound, turn the page. Let's read Here Are My Hands by Bill Martin Jr. and John Archambault, illustrated by Ted Rand. Here are my hands for catching and throwing. Here are my feet for stopping and going. Here is my head for thinking and knowing. Here is my nose for smelling and blowing. Here are my eyes for seeing and crying. Here are my ears for washing and drying. Here are my knees for falling down. Here is my neck for turning around. Here are my cheeks for kissing and blushing. Here are my teeth for chewing and brushing. Here is my elbow, my arm, and my chin. And here is my skin that bundles me in.
All right. So, ooh, what did I do there? Here we go. So, that was our story, and that was called Here Are My Hands. All right, now, I know what my favorite part of the book is. I want you to think about your favorite part of the book. My favorite part of the book is right here. Here's my neck for turning around. That's because I like to look at things and I like to know what's behind me. So my neck lets me look behind my back a lot. That's my favorite part of the story, and I'm sure you have your favorite part too. And I'm sure there's a lot of things that you like to do that are the same as those in this book. Okay? Now, what I would like for you to do today is we're going to need a piece of paper. Okay? And on that piece of paper, I want you to put your name up on the piece of paper. Okay? Then, what I need you to do is I need you to draw a picture of something that your hands can do. All right, now that could be like mine. I drew a picture of my hands playing a piano because I can play the piano. Okay? So I want to see a picture of something that your hands can do. Okay? Make sure there's colors. All right, and make sure you use lots of details. You can see this looks like a piano because I spent a lot of time working on my details, and I spent a lot of time working on my hands. I know I have 5 fingers on each hand, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fingers in my drawing. All right, so go ahead. All you need is a piece of plain paper. Put your name at the top right here, and then draw me a picture. Now, while you're working, have someone take a picture of you. And when you finished, I want you to have them take a picture of your finished work, just like I did, and submit it in the submission box below.